rebounded to locations within the haze itself. Hence, it has been an unreliable and dangerous method of traveling into the city, and we don't know why. We won't know why until we secure the circle again. That is but one of many important resources that you will be responsible for. The Academy Towers have withstood the unfortunate experimentations of mages far more foolish than yourself, Sebastian.
There can't be that many. But thank you. I'll keep that in mind. I hope we made the right
said,
choice.
we can discuss this more. But you need to understand that there are secrets in the Academy Tower that should not get out into the world at large.
If there's anything I'm good at, it's not telling people secrets.
And for your companions, it is very important that you focus on the objective at hand when you are in that tower, and don't get distracted by things like the libraries and the workshops and the laboratories and the vaults.
We set out to do missions, and we do them flawlessly.
River rolls her eyes and laughs.
I was not paying attention.
I'm sure we can count on you.
Guys, we can't screw this one up. I'm under a lot of pressure
We'll
here from the
discuss
boss.
more as we prepare. The Academy has sent us a few other resources that will help us secure the tower that we can turn over to you.
A bomb. Not a bomb.
You know what? Don't give us a bomb.
We screwed up with the last bomb, but I promise if you gave us another bomb, we wouldn't lose it.
Honestly, if we get another bomb, the Queen of Thieves is just gonna show up and be like, "Give me that bomb," and we're gonna be like,
we'll just turn it on
and die.
and get
My
her.
friends,
I
I want you to understand that I'm not entirely disappointed with what happened with that bomb. When we gave you that bomb, we told you to let chaos reign in the city. And what greater age say, and the council agrees, that in a funny way, you exceeded expectations.
Like I said, laser focus,
Super
100%
focused,
guaranteed.
part of the plan.
The Queen of Thieves thinks herself to be a brilliant plotter and a master of politics. But she has a thing or two to learn about the Amethyst Academy.
I like it. I feel good.
Well, let's
What's
collect
the
our reward.
worst that could happen?
Oh no.
Guys, is it time for a nappy nap?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Totally nailed it.
You guys can have a nappy nap here if you want. I mean, you've already set up camp. I assume you're staying the night.
Yep, they do.
We'll be upstairs.
We sleep in the same room.
In the bed.
We share a large bed upstairs.
It's just how it's always worked.
I'll curl up at the end of the bed.
All right. With that, morning comes, and you begin to set out. Eldrick and River will journey with you towards Emberwood Village, which is your next destination, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotta make sure that
The crows are okay.
Papa Carrot Top and the rest of the
I'm
Redhead fans.
I'm assuming they are, because it wasn't the Queen that said that. It was either the Knight Commander or the Lord Commander had said, "What makes you think that they wouldn't go after your family?" Which is really a freaky thing to hear.
Yeah.
The Lieutenant Commander will take a few soldiers and the Queen back to the barracks as well. Yep. The Queen Lenore herself is extremely distraught. Earlier about the fact that her daughters are still missing and at large. But she's very quiet, and she often has her hands against her head, kind of, you can hear her muttering under her breath, "I need to remember, I need to remember."
Do we we still have the photos?
We still have all of the documents. We still have
The sealed will.
the sealed will, the family tree, the photos. We have a lot of like very important documents.
Evidence. Do we have a diary too?
Yeah.
The wedding photo of her son, I want to take that and give it to her and just say, remember, milady, there is always still hope for the future. And I hand it to her.
Thank you, Vale. You can't see her under.
Be the most beneficial for Drakenheim. Do you have enough of the potion to sustain you?
I do.
Okay. We'll be off. And I take a large bow.
Good hunting, Lord Commander.
And I do the salute.
Which route are you going to take back to Emberwood Village?
Let's try.
Oh yeah.
I'd say let's go out the barracks gate and then
You want to
check
do
along the
the
outside.
long way around?
Yeah.
I think we might have to.
Not trusting the.
I don't trust the other gate. Unless you think we should go there. I think we need to get there fast.
I would like to get there fast. I'm pretty
I guess we
concerned.
can skirt by the outside. Take a look.
We still own Champions Way.
Yeah, we could go through Champions Way, follow the
I think so.
falling fire.
Or is that? Oh, we'll see.
Right.
Just-
Last I
just go
heard,
back
we
there.
could.
Well, Champions Gate is still held by the followers of the Falling Fire, and you need to travel through the crater.
Oh right, it was Temple Gate that we.
Yeah.
Well, we could try leaving through Temple Gate.
Yeah.
That's our fastest way. We'll see if they let us through.
He'll get back track.
You head through the mist-riddled streets of Drakenheim, which are quieter than they ever have been before. There's still, once in a while, you catch a glimpse of a scattered gnome, and you can see through the streets that, Veo, as you lead the group through, you catch more glimpses of ratlings along the streets than you ever have before, feasting on what corpses they can.
Well, we got rid of one vermin, and now another's overpopulated.
I mean, at least we know them.
I look at one of the rats. I'm like, "Hello, ratling." Oh, they don't seem as friendly as usual.
And I back.
Very lordly.
There are many of the rat folk in Drakenheim, and probably many more than just the ones that follow the so-called rat prince.
Gonna have to convert them.
Expand his kingdom.
Yeah.
But
Maybe not. I don't know.
as you head back through the city streets towards Temple Gate and along Temple Road from the market, you can see as you approach Temple Gate that the banners of the Silver Order fly.
Impressed by this.
We're old pals.
I mean, yeah, we're still friends, right?
We're still on good terms.
So we're not on bad terms. We're not on great terms. We did pull our forces back though to the other gate. So I mean, hopefully they'll let us through.
Let's give him a hi. How are you?
Don't worry, guys. I have a plan. I step forward and I yell, "Can we go through?"
Oh.
It's Sebastian Crow.
Coming up from the ramparts, as you approach closer, you can see that they've set up several tents and whatnot inside the city walls, and from the towers of the gatehouse, one of the paladins looks down and says, "I recognize you three, and the other friends you got with you. You can come out this way."
Why not?
Is it an emergency exit?
Orders are orders.
I mean, that's just me. We have other ways into the city. You're basically just saying that we can't use the front door and we have to go and use the back door. us walk even further.
You're fine to risk it however you want, but the not captain's orders say the Silver Order will let anyone out and nobody in.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's not biased.
I mean, we can get out the way. I
Maybe
guess.
he's just like it's like a blanket. Like I don't feel attacked, is what I'm saying. I don't feel personally.
Yeah, it's not personal. It's if it's an everybody statement, then I suppose. All right, sounds great.
We'll test it later. You come back as Cornelius.
Cornelius
See
is
if they
loving
let
the city.
Cornelius in. If they let Cornelius in, we know something afoot.
For now, this is how it'll be. We're not here to be enemies. We're here to just get
Hello?
on distance.
Hi.
I see you down there.
Sure.
Don't you worry, we let your men go in peace. They weren't harmed.
Perfect. I appreciate that.
Was there another? Yeah, thanks.
Apple
Thanks for
AM.
not murdering a bunch of people.
Who helped you? Anyway, things seem a little confusing right now. Soldier, what's your name?
My name is Marcus Durant. I think we might have run afoul of each other once before.
Were you in the Battle of Temple Gate?
I was indeed.
Excellent fighting with you.
Yeah. Brother in arms.
He's got his the visor of their helmets. They have the salad helmets that they're wearing. He keeps them down, and almost all the other paladins down and regard you with almost faceless seriousness.
I just want everybody here to know that it was a pleasure fighting alongside you guys, and you are always welcome here in Drakenheim as our guests.
Bear's like nudging you.
Yeah.
All right, well, move along now.
We will. We
All the
plan to.
pleasures are over, I guess. I'll see you.
Somebody says, it was good to fight with you. You respond, it was good to fight with you too, or something. None of that? No?
Heavy in the air right now.
Civility is what we can expect.
Air seems a little thick here.
Barely civil. That's
Very
what we're
easy.
Yeah. Haze is heavy by this gate.
It hurts.
Do you feel that, Paladin?
We do. Get a good night's sleep down over here.
Oh, that's a shame. Poor you. We'll be on our way.
I walk silently through the gate.
As you leave, you can see that they've taken the steps to fortify their holding here, and yeah, they've doubled down. They're putting up some new hoardings, and making sure that the banners are flying quite prominently.
Looks like we have an Imperial problem.
Yes, for now. Hopefully, and I say this actually really close to Pluto, maybe we can rely on having a Caspian probe.
I thought I was the Caspian
Oh, what?
Great, a Caspian
We need to find Jupiter at some point because he might have some people to join forces with.
He might also have one of the badges by this point.
If we can get Jupiter on our side, I mean, I would love Caspia on our side.
Yeah, I was kind of iffy about it at first, but I feel Caspia over Illyria for sure.
It's pretty easy. I mean, I have no beef with Jupiter Jones. We just kill them and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the meat shield.
Did I say kill? I meant murder. Sorry.
Oh, it just keeps so many
I
slips.
keep. We'll figure it out when we get there.
We'll take the
I'm a good
necessary
person.
steps.
I
I know lots of people with bows now, so don't worry.
I kid. I would never murder Lem, but I mean, accidents can happen, and I won't stop them from happening.
With that,
Incidents.
you make the long journey back to Emberwood Village, taking Temple Road out of this and heading back across the hills and the roads that lead to that
far are you running?
Sebastian has a relative understanding on how far he can run before keeling over, and it's not that far, so it's more like he's walking casually, and once he kind of passes the Welcome to Emberwood Village sign, and you're like by the first houses, he kind of starts to like jog, and then he's like, okay, all right, and then he picks up speed, and he runs up to his house, and bursts into the door.
I'm jogging at a slow jog beside you, being like, are we picking up the pace? Okay, cool.
Or to catch up.
There is Moira and the children just cleaning up after breakfast.
Are you alive?
And she has a very shocked look on her face. She's like, Sebastian, man, your father's already gone to the blacksmith.
He's gone?
To the smith. It's past breakfast.
Oh, wait, sorry, say that again. He's gone where?
He's already gone to the smithy, to the shop.
Oh.
He already had breakfast. He gets up at the crack of dawn to start work.
You're okay.
Everything's fine.
Nobody's been here.
No.
You haven't been threatened.
No.
No strange people about threatening you or...
There's been a lot of strange people about, but
that's pretty
that's
common.
typical for this town these days.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe we should put a couple of lanterns here.
I start like investigating around the house, just like looking.
You check behind their ears and like check in their hair, being like looking for like.
Check in the pantry.
Actually, I'm
Nothing
like,
here.
I need a moment, and I sit there in the house and I do the ritual detect magic.
Here. Like a magic
What about the harpy egg? Is that magic?
How's the heartbeat
Oh,
doing?
yeah, we should check in on that. Have they been nursing it?
They have been. They've been keeping it in the chicken coop.
When that thing hatches, oh boy.
No. It might think that they're its mother.
It's a good might for children. We'll see how it plays out.
They're either gonna learn some lessons very
The
quickly.
children are very puzzled by all of this going on. Your brother, your sister. And they kind of laugh at the situation. But do you explain to Moira? What do you say?
Oh yeah,
I'll distract the kids with magic. And
then we'll take Moira into the other room.
Sparks.
And I'll stand in the doorway.
Listen, we just had a really interesting conversation with a lot of really scary people, and it just happened to come up that one of the people that is on our side suggested the idea that if they knew about me having family, that my family could be in danger. Your thoughts?
Her eyes go wide, and she says, if anyone would be so low to come after your family, as long as you... But we'll do what's right to make sure that my children are safe. But you need to tell your father about this so that we can be sure that we're going to be okay. They're not going to come by and are they going to... Is the house in danger? What is the nature of the danger?
We don't know. Perhaps you've heard whisperings of the Queen of Thieves of Drakenheim?
Well, she's caused all sorts of trouble here in Emberwood Village with all the gangs.
I may have pointed a wand at her and threatened her in public.
Oh, Sebastian. What are we going to do if she comes around and you're not here?
I didn't think of that. I was trying to do what was right in the moment. I saw an opportunity to Drakenheim for a long time, and I thought I could put her in her place. Turns out, I didn't quite have the control of the situation I thought I did. We're making some major moves right now to gain some power as much of Drakenheim as we can, but the Queen of Thieves may be an enemy now.
She's always been an enemy. But now that she's always been someone stirring up all kinds of trouble, but if she's gonna come after us, if she's gonna come after my daughters, my son, your father?
I don't know if she would. It was just a suggestion that was made. It's a possibility. It's something that I can't rule out.
What are we supposed to do?
Do you have any way to protect this place? I don't want to tell you. I'm not gonna make you leave. I just feel like if you know about the danger, then maybe there's something we can.
We don't have anywhere else to go.
Cluedo?
Both your father's family and my family have lived here in Emberwood Village for generations. It's not like we can pack up and move somewhere else.
I'm scared. It's the first time in my whole life that I've actually had a family to come home to. I had my dad before, but you have to understand that I was young and things were awkward. Things are better now. This is what I always wanted. I always wanted to come home to this. And I don't want to lose that.
Well, sit down, fix some lunch,
Lunch?
and
Okay.
Kids, go chase the butterflies. And I minor illusion them to chase the butterflies. I'm like, I heard there was lunch.
Did you just like pop into the kitchen at this, like, you didn't hear anything else, you just heard the word
Lunch?
Veo's caught up, and Eldrick and River have as well. And seeing this, Eldrick speaks up and he says, well, Moira's a very good cook, and I think that it's only fair that if River and I can park our carriages here and have lunch, we'll do our best to keep an eye on things.
Would you do that for me?
Yes, we'll stay here for the time being.
Moira, does that sound... They're the most powerful mages I've ever met.
Those two things, don't we? She points to the shield guardian, and
I look up to the shield guardian, I'm like, do you eat? I don't think you have to worry about
it
feeding
looks
them.
down at you with its helmeted head.
I mean, you don't have to feed them, and, I mean, really, they're some of the best protection you can ask for.
We'll be fine.
I think if worse comes to worse,
That's great.
would we be willing to, if things go really bad, would Caspia be a safe place for them?
Yeah, I guess anywhere far away, at least until we deal with the threat, whether it be from the Queen of Thieves or someone else.
Now that would be a journey that would take them weeks.
But if this place ever became unsafe, I would always offer refuge.
This place becomes somewhere that is truly unsafe for them, and we cannot guarantee their safety. I think making the journey to Caspia might be the best option for making sure both the families are safe.
Totally, I would never, I'd never scoff at that idea. My family would welcome them. At least I would hopefully write a letter and be like, "Yo, guests are coming. It's Pluto." Sorry, I don't write much.
100 men still going strong.
Yeah,
And your wife will look
everything's
after them.
fine.
Do you want
His
to
wife.
send
No.
out? Do you want to send a message out to anyone in Caspia?
Wow, I never even thought of that. I'm really bad at sending letters.
Your wife
And-
probably so worried about you.
You keep bringing up the, like, are you in, do you have a wife?
True family back home. I've just been so preoccupied with like not dying that writing letters
Just
just
forgot all about the people in your past and your
If you
friends.
need to send a letter to anyone in Caspia, I can relay it.
that'd be great. I'll draft something up.
You have 25 words.
Oh yes.
Deliver.
I need to know who you'd be sending it to, and I can make the arrangements that it is delivered.
Okay. So many. I turn away and start scribbling
Okay.
on some loose paper.
With that, your father returns in the afternoon, and you're able to explain the situation to him. Ulrich makes the next preparations for your expedition to the tower. You guys are going to have a couple days of downtime. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm sure I'll be busy relaying messages to the squads to let them know what the plans are.
Okay.
I also want to just practice my archery. I guess I always get better at what you're good at, you know.
Yeah, well, you leveled up as well. I think we went over this last time. You got
Crossbow expert.
another
So-
level of rogue, right?
Another level of
Yeah.
rogue. So now I'm 4th level rogue, and I actually put my longbow in. I start to really practice with my crossbow, trying to like get faster at like putting in the bolts and like carrying them. So I use them to
You're working on your message.
Yeah,
Okay.
scribbling
Okay, I'll come
away.
back to you, Sebastian. What are you gonna do?
I resummon Crowley, finally. And I begin flipping through my mom's spell book again, trying to learn some of the ones that I've been practicing for a little bit, as well as coming back constantly to that page that I didn't see before with the contact other plane spell. And I start trying to figure that out.
Okay.
And I imagine that I spend quite a bit of time in the evenings and mornings, and if I'm up through the night, I'm flipping through the book to that page, practicing it.
In order for you to master the ritual, and are there other rituals that you want to scribe into your book?
Yeah, so I was hoping that I could take comprehend languages as
Mhm.
one of the ones that I scribe into the book, and
Those are all available for you to pop in. The process of copying each spell, you need 50 gold pieces in materials to copy each per level of the spell. So for telepathic bond and contact another plane, you'll need 500 gold pieces of materials, which Eldrick is able to provide you with at the cost, but you need to pay for it. Yep. So it would be a total of 550 gold pieces to do all three. And it will take you approximately 3 days to finish mastering those rituals.
that's what I'm going to do with my downtime. Then is I really think that contacting my mother is
Okay.
it's the top priority for me.
Cool.
So
As you're working, Eldrick does take notice of what that you are working on in rituals, and do you remember some of your early lessons?
a little, yeah.
When you become a member of the Academy, one of the things that we will teach you is how to practice circle magic. That is magic that is performed in tandem with another caster. Show me the most powerful spell you are capable of casting.
I've been working on a few new ones. Do you want to see?
Yeah.
I stare at Eldrick for a few moments and transform both of our appearances so that he looks like Sebastian Crow and I look like Eldrick.
Well done. Well done, boy. Die.
I'm Eldrick.
We have a tradition amongst full members in the academy. And he holds up his hand and he shows the rings that he wears on each finger. These are my rings. And he holds up his second hand. And you see that on one hand he has 5 rings, and on the other hand he has 2. You earn a ring in accordance with the greatest magic you've mastered. And he points to River, who holds up her hand that has 4 rings on it. You've outdone River.
Well, River, bet you didn't see that one coming.
She smiles. Well done.
Thanks.
It's
Real hard trying to, I don't know, make sure that I do okay with this. Like, obviously, you know, my past with magic was not the most controlled.
no, but you are the son of